Florida is very focused on trying to continue to maintain green space and continue to work on resiliency plans. Look, if we don't take care of our environment, tourists will not come here. They want to come to some place that's pristine. Florida offers the Everglades, one of the only places in the world you'll find an ecosystem like that. The governor's done an amazing job since I've been here. This is my 5th year here. He has spent billions and billions of dollars. He's put his money where his mouth is, and above and beyond that. The Everglades Restoration Project is one of the largest restoration projects in the world for an ecosystem, and certainly the largest in the country. And that's critical because that estuary, that Everglades, it sponsors a lot of other wildlife, from birds to flamingos. And I'm running a flamingo bill, so the nice thing about that is it's not just about a bird, it's about the environment. Flamingos are now being seen all across Florida.
Yeah, let's talk about that bill, because you have filed a bill which has received a little bit of attention to make the flamingo, right, the official state bird. Is that right? Tell me about the bill and what you're trying to do.
We filed that bill. We filed it last year, didn't get a hearing on this side, did get a hearing on the Senate side. So that bill is I actually had a call from a world news leaders, and they said there's not anything more important in Florida than birds. I said 1,000 things, but I said you have to understand, the flamingos now represent an ecosystem that's being restored. The scrub jay, on the other hand, which is going to be the state songbird, is actually under assault. So its ecosystem is being destroyed while the flamingo's ecosystem is being restored. And so this is a bigger. So we need to protect the scrub jay. It's the only place in the country it's found. It is the only songbird in the state of Florida. That's a true songbird. And the flamingo, on the other hand, is now nesting. We understand that they won't tell us where the nests are, but we do have pictures of 64 in flight over the Florida Bay. And pretty much now you can see them all through the Florida Keys. You can see them all through the state of Florida, from Tampa to Merritt Island, here and up in the Panhandle. The estuaries are starting to come alive. They are native to Florida. They were plumed out and eaten back in the early 1900s and late 1800s. So it's not just about a bird. It's about saving the environment. And again, nobody wants to come to Florida if they don't have a pristine environment to come to. You live in a big city. You're living in concrete. You're living in asphalt. Whereas when you hit Florida, you're seeing some of the greatest forests in the state and in the country. You're seeing some of the most pristine rivers in the country. It's everything from Disney World to the Florida Everglades. There's no broader spectrum of what tourists are offered in the state of Florida. And I will stand behind the state of Florida all day long saying we are the greatest state to visit in the country.